Back for another update on day 16 of my long distance bike ride traveling through western Ohio on the Wolf Creek Recreational Trail. My goal today is to make it to the Ohio-Indiana line. Passed through downtown Dayton earlier. And they were doing construction on some parts of the trail. I had to detour off onto the roads. And then picked up the Wolf Creek Trail. Going westbound to Outer Dayton. Getting to the far end of it. There were parts of the trail that were not done. I had to go out to some streets. It's mile marker 18. What I'm going to talk about here is the fact that there's a lot of talk about the hurricane season ramping up very soon. We got a disturbance east of the Bahamas that they're saying is going to definitely develop into something, tropical storm perhaps. That the waters are very warm. Blaming the lack of activity on Saharan dust. Saharan dust happens every year. The fact of the matter is, the month of July is about over. It was a complete dud for activity in the Atlantic. Yeah, we got a typhoon in the Pacific, but that was manufactured very likely. Looking at the satellite imagery of it, it looks so fake. It wasn't even funny. The bottom line is, you know, you think about this typhoon in the Pacific, it's going to take, given the large area of heavy rainfall, cloud mass that it was centered in, that took an enormous amount of heat out of that area of the water. Eventually their fuel is going to run out on them. So is this season going to ramp up soon? When we hit August, is it just suddenly going to go gangbusters? I highly doubt it. not saying it's impossible that it can't happen, but I very highly doubt the way it's gone so far. If we were going to have a record active season, July would have been a busier month than it's been, I'm pretty sure. I mean, looking out over the Atlantic, yeah, there's the usual band of clouds and showers that I know they're firing energy at to try to hope to get something going in that cloud mass. So far, not much is happening. As soon as these disturbances clear the African coast, they pretty much fall apart. Because the water is just not warm enough. And whatever warmth there was taken out by barrels. It sucked what little warmth there was. That hurricane sucked out enormous amount of heat out of that area of the Atlantic and Caribbean. There were several disturbances in the Bay of Campeche that they fired up to try to get to develop that sucked more heat out of the Gulf, Mexico. So I have my doubts as this being an active season. Of course, the global warming agenda says that we're supposed to get more and more storms, stronger storms, more storms hitting the U.S. But we've seen the opposite since 2007. Yeah, there's been an uptick since 2017. That was artificial. Mile marker 19. Once their fuel runs out, we're going to cross a threshold where a period of time is going to go by where there's no more tropical systems anymore, at least as we know it. Because all the heat would have been taken out of the oceans, all the heat reserves. And it would take years of higher solar activity to replenish that lost heat enough for storms to happen again. Because hurricanes need heat, it's the Earth's way of balancing its heat budget. If there's an excess amount of heat, hurricanes form, extract the heat from the water and disperse it into the atmosphere and out into space ultimately. If there's no longer an excess of heat in the Earth's budget and it turns into a deficit, these storms will no longer naturally form. So we're coming to the end of this trail. And I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed this ride through the Ohio countryside. I'll be back soon.